Just 2 hours ago, a lone American jet was flying over the Persian Gulf with no wingman, no escort, and no backup anywhere nearby. Then an Iranian F-14 locked weapons on it and moved in for the kill. What happened next is one of the most embarrassing moments in Iranian military history. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why Iran should never have taken that shot. Iran is scared right now, and the whole world can see it. Satellite images from the past few weeks tell the entire story. Iran has been burying its nuclear sites under concrete and dirt as fast as possible because they know a strike is coming. And here is the thing about scared regimes. They do not go quiet. Scared regimes do something stupid to prove to the world that they are not afraid. So today, Iran does something very stupid. On Iranian radar screens, a single contact appears. One F-18 Super Hornet flying over the Persian Gulf with no formation and no escort, drifting closer to Iranian airspace than it should be. It looks completely lost and separated from its carrier group, like it took a wrong turn. The Iranian radar operator cannot believe what he is seeing. A lone American jet right there, gift, wrapped and waiting. This is the moment Iran has been waiting for. A propaganda goldmine. Intercept the American jet, force it to turn around, and if it does not obey, shoot it down and put it on state television to show the entire world that Iran is not intimidated and will stand up to the great Satan himself. The commander picks up the phone and gives the order. Scramble the F-14. Now let us talk about this Iranian F-14. Iran has been flying these jets since 1979. That is the same year the Sony Walkman came out. Iran has kept these aircraft alive through smuggled components, local improvisation, and what can only be described as a deeply concerning amount of optimism. The F-14 Tomcat is a legendary aircraft. In American hands in its prime, it was one of the most feared fighter jets in the sky. Iran's version, however, is a Frankenstein aircraft flying on duct tape and prayers. But the Iranian pilot does not think about any of that. He is confident he has a target he believes he can dominate, and that target looks very, very alone up there. The F-14 climbs and the pilot checks his radar. One contact ahead, alone, slow and easy, he is already writing his name in the history books. Inside his own head, he is going to be a hero in Tehran tonight. The distance closes quickly. 500 meters, 400 meters. The F-14 radar has a solid lock, a clean, fat, beautiful radar return, sitting right there on his screen. The target is not maneuvering, it is not running, it is just flying there slow and steady like it does. Not even know the Iranian pilot is coming. He arms his missiles. The targeting system confirms the lock. A steady tone fills his helmet, and that tone means one thing. He has a kill shot. His thumb moves toward the trigger. He is moments away from shooting down an American jet and proving to the entire world that Iran cannot be pushed around. He takes a breath and he squeezes. And nothing happens. Not a misfire. Not a malfunction warning, nothing. At all. The tone is gone. The lock is gone. The radar return that was sitting fat and clean on his screen 1 second ago is simply not there anymore. He tries to reacquire the target. The radar surges and finds nothing. He switches modes and still finds nothing. He tries his backup systems and his backup systems do not respond. His cockpit, which 30 seconds ago felt like a throne room now, feels like a broken car. He starts hitting buttons and gets nothing back. Error after error after error fills his display. He gets on the radio, confused, and tells ground control his systems are completely down. Ground control tells him to troubleshoot. He tells ground control there is nothing left to troubleshoot because everything is simply gone. Ground control goes quiet because ground control does not have an answer for this, and nobody in Iran has an answer for this. Here is why. That F-18 on his radar screen was never a regular Super Hornet. It was an EA-18G Growler. From the outside, the Growler looks completely identical to a standard F-18. Same airframe, same shape, same radar signature. Iran could not tell the difference, and that was the entire point. Because the EA-18G Growler is not really a fighter jet. It is an electronic warfare aircraft. It is the military equivalent of someone who looks completely harmless but can destroy your entire computer system with a single button press. The Growler carries the most powerful jamming system ever installed on a combat aircraft. It can reach inside any aircraft's electronic brain and scramble it completely. The moment that F-14 radar went active and locked on, the Growler crew had everything they needed. They did not panic, they did not run, they simply flipped a switch. Invisible. Energy flooded the Iranian jet instantly. The F-14s did not malfunction. It just died completely, like someone pulled the plug on the entire aircraft all at once. Imagine driving a car and suddenly the steering wheel, the brakes, the speedometer, and the GPS all stop working at exactly the same time. Now imagine that car is traveling at 600 miles per hour over open water. That is exactly where the Iranian pilot finds himself right now. The Iranian pilot does the only sensible thing a man can do when his jet becomes a very expensive, very aerodynamic paperweight. He tries to turn back. He banks the F-14 away, and he is no longer the hunter. He is just a man trying to fly a broken jet home without dying. He has lost, and he knows it. He just does not fully understand yet how badly he has lost. That part is still coming. At altitude, an F-35C pilot has been watching every single second of this engagement in real time. He saw the F-14 go active. He watched the Growler light it up. He watched the Iranian jet systems collapse completely on his display. He gives it a few seconds and then he moves. The F-35C descends from altitude silently. The Iranian pilot is flying, home with dead systems, trying to explain to ground. Control what just happened when he looks out. His canopy and his stomach drops completely through the floor of his cockpit. There is an American jet sitting right on his wing, not approaching from a distance, already there, steady and calm and matching his speed exactly as if it had been flying next to him for the past 20 minutes and simply forgot to introduce itself. The Iranian pilot has never seen a jet like this, up close, because nobody gets close to an F-35C. The F-35C pilot looks across at the Iranian jet calmly. No aggressive moves, weapons bay stays closed. No threats on the radio, he simply points. 2 fingers at his own eyes and then points directly at the Iranian pilot. I see you. That is all. Just quiet, total dominance. The Iranian pilot stares back with nothing. No radar, no missiles, no response, and no dignity remaining in that cockpit. He shakes his head in disbelief and turns toward home. But the American pilot is not quite finished yet. He waits until the Iranian is almost comfortable. Again, almost breathing normally. Almost convinced the worst part is behind him. Then the F-35C pilot rolls, not away, not upward. He rolls completely around the F-14 in a slow, deliberate 3